Before I can connect the squares together, I'm making a round of single crochets around each square, and I'm keeping the amount of stitches on each side the same. In my case, that's 29 single crochets on each side of the square. But of course, depending on the size of your squares, it can be different. So what I'm doing is I'm making a round of single crochets around each square first. So let me show you how I do that. I attach the yarn into the corner space. I make one chain, and now I'm gonna start crocheting around. So into this same corner space, I make one single crochet, and then I make a single crochet into each stitch across. And as I do it, I'm going to count my stitches to make sure I have 29 stitches. I crocheted along this side, and I still need to make one more stitch over here, but I counted my stitches and I already have 30. So if I make one more, that's gonna be 31, which is 2 stitches more than what I need. So here's how I'm going to reduce the amount of stitches in this round by 2 stitches. So I go back, and over here, instead of making 2 single crochets, over the next 2 stitches, I will make a decrease. So I'm going to work 2 single crochets finished together. So this only gives me 1 stitch, but over here, that's 2. Then I continue crocheting just 1 single crochet at a time. And over here, I'm gonna do it the same. So I make 2 single crochets finished together. So over here, it's gonna be like 1 stitch, but over here, it's actually 2. And now I just finish this row by making 1 stitch at a time, and into the corner space I make 1 stitch as well. So now if I count all of my stitches, I only have 29, the way I need it. Now I'm going to continue crocheting on this side. Into this last stitch was worked into the corner space, so I make 1 chain, and into that same corner space I make 1 single crochet. So this single crochet already counts on this side. And now I continue making 1 single crochet at a time all the way across, and then I will count my stitches and see if I need to adjust the amount of stitches to have exactly 29 stitches on this side of the square. I crocheted all the way across. I counted my stitches and I only have 27, but I need to have 29. So I need 2 more stitches. So here is how I'm going to adjust for that. I undo some of my stitches, and over here into the next space right here, instead of working 1 stitch, I actually work 2. And then I continue crocheting, making 1 stitch at a time. And over here again, instead of making only 1 stitch, I make 2 stitches. And then only 1 stitch at a time. So now I have 29 stitches on this side, and that's how I adjust the amount of stitches to make sure that I have 29 stitches on each side of the square. So now I'm gonna continue crocheting along this side, and in the same way I will adjust the amount of stitches. But in each corner space I make 1 single crochet this single crochet counts for this side. Then I make one chain, and into the same corner space I make one more single crochet. Now this single crochet already will count for the stitches on this side of the square. And that's how I'm gonna crochet around each square. I'm just gonna make a round of single crochets. And now over here, I'm back to the first corner. So that's where I make the last stitch, the 29th stitch into the same corner space. And then I make one chain and join with a slip stitch to that first single crochet of this side of the square. And now I have a round of single crochets made around this square. And now I can start joining the squares together. I'm going to make a row of slip stitches connecting these two squares together. And I place the squares like this, the wrong sides facing inside. And I'm going to insert the hook into the inner loops only. So on this first square, it's gonna be the back loop, but on this one, it's gonna be the front loop. But actually, if I look from the right side, it's also gonna be the back loop. So this is the first single crochet, and I insert the hook into the back loop only. But on this one, this is the first single crochet. On the other square, I insert it through the front loop only. So it's like these are the inner loops, and I make a slip stitch. Then into the next stitch on this side, I insert the hook under the back loop only, but on this side, I insert it on the front loop, like this. So that's basically what I do. I simply slip stitch all the way across, inserting the hook through the inner loops only. And this is what this seam is gonna look like. So I'm just gonna continue doing it all the way across. And I keep these loops over here not too tight, but also not too loose, because I don't want to have a tight seam, and I also don't want to have a loose or wobbly seam. And that's how I continue slip stitching all the way across. So I slip stitched all the way across on this side, and this is what the seam looks like. Once my entire blanket is finished, I will steam the seam so it lays flat. And this is what it looks like on the back side. So in the same way, I'm going to connect more squares, but first I will make a round of single crochets around each square. Over here, I'm not cutting the yarn tail. I'm going to continue stitching this square. And what I do here, because it's a corner, so I'm just gonna make one chain, and now I can continue stitching together the next two squares. Okay, this is the chain one space. I skip it, and this is the first single crochet on this side of the square. So I insert the hook into the back loop only, but on this square, I find the chain one of the corner. This is it, and this is the first stitch. So I insert the hook over here into the front loop. So it's the inner loops of these two squares, and then I make a slip stitch, and then the same way as before, that's how I continue slip stitching the squares together. And that's how I made the seam on these two squares. Now, in order to attach the next one, I still need to make a round of single crochets around it. And then in the same way, I can attach it to these three squares that are already connected together.